I'm actually more interested about the pressure on your feet and how far your bum's outside your heels.
Okay. We want more up.
So you pack into a rugby scrum on your heels, you're going to go butt up very quickly, right?
That's very true.
So I want balls arches of your feet to start with.
Yeah.
So that's your balance point in your body. Because that little squirrely thing that goes out to the right that we kind of might or might not call a shank, that's where that's from.
From
having that.
Too much a hustle.
That's right.
Over here. Okay.
So then all of a sudden you'll move around.
Yep.
And we'll go to your balance point, and that butt's going to go in, and then you've got zero room here, haven't you?
Yep. Okay.
There's no room there whatsoever. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that to start with.
Excellent.
And we're going to talk about what this looks like on this side.
Yep.
Because your right hand's lower than your left, we need the right shoulder lower than your left.
Yep.
Which then means we want that spine to look like that.
Yep.
Which means that left hip's going to be a little bit further forward than that, hey?
I've got to get it out there.
That's correct, yeah.
At address as well as...
At address, yeah. So it's going to go that way a lot more, and probably to that your little yellow line there. So it's not going to be a great deal, but it'll feel...
It's good this much.
It's good 2 or 3 inches, isn't it? So
That's going to move this.
That's correct. And the hands will move forward because of that.
Yep.
And then as we start to go from there, that is all my job is today.
Yep.
Okay? Magically, other things will happen from that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So as we start to take this back, you'll see you got the Elvis move going on here, the hunka hunka burn and love going in there with your left knee.
We don't like that.
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
But that starts because that left hip isn't there to begin with. Yeah?
Yep. Okay.
So then we've moved around a bit. So now we have to go back in a bit. But before we do that, let's have a look back on this left-hand screen and look where you started from.
Whoa.
So now your bum's moved in already to counterbalance the fact that you started on your heels, right?
Yeah.
So then, of course, it's going to go in even further here.
Oh yeah, this is the Laura Davies move. Do you remember Laura?
Yes, I do remember.
She had to lift up because there's something here, but I get that.
So
my head is going way high.
Well, then all of this is a direct result, and it's no wonder you can't hit the ground.
Jesus Christ. That's not straight through impact.
Not quite, no.
So it's I come down here, it's not here. I think it is, but it's not.
That's right.
It's bent like this.
But if it was straight, what would happen, do you think? Given your bum's moved in. If it was straight, you'd miss the golf ball completely.
I probably would.
If not, you would hit it that far off the heel, you'd hit a French cut between your legs.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Yeah. So, in other words, this decision maker up here, your brain, is far too smart for that.
Okay.
It works out that, I have to do this to actually get to the golf ball.
Stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? We got to get you starting with your body first.
Yep.
And get that in a better position. And then we can start looking at this resultant stuff over here of what your body is doing.
So not what I think is happening.
Yeah, but that's normal.
But look,
that's normal.
That's that whole shoulder thing. It's not even rolling around. I get this up once, but that's not an excuse for that.
But the reality is that it can't do anything else whilst this is set up the way it is, and whilst it's doing what it's doing. So
with
let's
the big
get you.
Stick, I'm aware of doing that.
Yeah, but you'll still be on your heels. I can guarantee you'll still be on your heels.
So what do I want on the ball?
On the ball's arches, yeah.
The ball and standing higher.
No. You'll bend from the waist.
Oh, okay.
But you'll feel like you're poking your chest out like a big silverback, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, like that.
That's right. So we'll get over there and do some of that. And then I'll show you that it doesn't look as stupid as what it feels in a second.
Jesus, it looks terrible.
Believe me, I've seen worse. Ball position will actually go further forward, by the way, and I'll explain that in a second.
Yep.
And that's a lot to do with the leverage being there, yeah. So we still want to hit down on it, but because the lever, the lowest part of the golf swing is underneath your left armpit, if you put it too far back, and you've put it too far back for a reason, right? Because you've moved in and you've unloaded and you've bent your arms and yada yada yada. Otherwise you would drop kick it and hit it along the ground. Okay, so let's not worry about that too much. Let's worry about this stuff over here, getting this into a better shape. And of course then that's not going to move to where that is through there. Much higher, in a bit of trouble. Okay.
So hang on, give me that again. So where we want it to be.
You've started from there.
Yeah,
and you've got to there because you had no other option.
Yep.
All right. So, but that's all because this has come into here.
Yep.
Rather than being back there.
Yep. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So we want to start with this in further. We want that
That's correct.
inclined.
Yep.
And a steeper angle and a plane maintained on that pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty.
We'll get fairly similar to rotational force. That'll drag it up, and you'll actually move it up a little, but just not quite as much of that. All I'm interested in is about a dress position to start off with.
Great.
And then I'm going to get you to do that at home, which doesn't sound like the greatest Friday night in the world, but I'll get you to do it at home. So the next time you come down here, it won't feel as foreign. Yep. So when you go and hit your balls at Indro, in the next couple of days, and you start to hit some shots.
And I play the comp tomorrow morning with Thompson.
So he'll know straight away, clearly, because he'll see it in a dress position change for you.
Okay.
And you'll be, you might call me every name under the sun for a bit, and you may not too. Okay.